Hello again, ladies and gentlemen, Sonic Yoda from SEGADriven.com, and welcome back to our Sonic Amateur Games Expo 2021 coverage. In this video we're taking a look at Sonic the Hedgehog Hayai, developed by MrLordSith. Now this is a ROM hack of Sonic 1, and the goal of this hack is to sort of add in concepts and early ideas from the, beta and prototype stages of Sonic the Hedgehog, and basically sort of make them work within the confines of Sonic 1. So it's kind of a demake in a weird way, in that it's trying to simulate, earlier ideas of what Sonic was going to be. So the sprite is very much based on some concept artwork by Naoto Oshima, which you may have seen kicking around. Some of the background graphics have been changed to be sort of similar to some of the magazine shots that you may have seen pre-release that are kicking around. If you want to have a look on Sonic Retro, have a lot of these sort of things archived on their scans area. And yeah, so they've changed the HUD as well, so everything's along the top of the screen. The ring noises are different, the sort of instrumentation on the songs is a little bit different as well. And there's some minor sort of changes to the level geometry as well that kind of make it feel a little bit different as well. But other than that, it plays basically like Sonic the Hedgehog. I think the running top speed is a little higher as well, but that's the only things I've really noticed. But yeah, it's a cool idea in concept. I like the idea of, oh, here's some stuff from the cutting room floor that didn't make it to the final game, but we're now putting it back into it, sort of thing. And, trying to evoke more of the original concepts and ideas and art style that they were going for. So it is fun in that regard, but at the same time, it's not really doing an awful lot to make it feel like its own thing. It very much is reliant on Sonic 1, obviously, because it's a hack, but Sonic hacking has come so far nowadays that people are building such original ideas and concepts and really, showing you what the Mega Drive can do, and I just feel like this just doesn't really do an awful lot, to be honest with you. It's like I say, some minor stage geometry has been changed and some artwork has been changed, along with some sound effects. Other than that, it plays like Sonic 1. There's no additional abilities. The stages don't vary dramatically from their original versions. So yeah, you're basically playing a very minor alteration to Sonic 1, and that's fine. It works fine enough. Like it's perfectly playable. I had a good time with it. The only real frustrations I had was there's a section in Marble Zone where you have to reach a higher path, and the only way you can do it is by sort of moving this block to the edge and then jumping up from it from there. You can't push it across the lava like you would normally and jump up that way. It sinks straight away. The only way you can do it is by doing a very perfectly placed time jump up to this higher path, and you need that little extra clearance to be able to get up there. So yeah, that was the only thing that was a little bit frustrating. It took a fair few times to beat that, and then at one point I also fell back down and had to do it again. So that was quite a challenge. But other than that, it's very bare bones, and as it says on the title screen, this is an early demo. So it's a little unfair of me to hold it to such a higher standard as some of the hacks that have been in development for a very long time, and obviously do full conversion, complete changes to geometry and graphics. This isn't quite that. That's not what it's going for. It's basically, what if Sonic, Alpha came out and they didn't really muck around with the art too much, and they went with the styles and concepts that they were looking for in the early days. But yeah, it's just a bit bare bones, unfortunately. There's not an awful lot here to judge, and as a result I came away feeling like, not too bothered about that game, unfortunately. But I do want to see this fleshed out a little bit more. I'd like to see some more concepts that haven't been included in here. Like, for example, there's no bosses in this whatsoever, so it would be nice to have, Dr. Robotnik in his pyjamas. Like, I think you've probably seen that sort of concept art kicking around, so that would have been nice to have included that. Maybe an attempt to do a past and future mechanic, because that was also scheduled for Sonic 1 at one point. So that's something that you could play with and make this a little bit more unique. As well, now we've got the Sonic 1 beta ROM that's finally been dumped, I would have expected to see more of that stuff in here as well. There's no Labyrinth Zone goggles, or the rolling checkerball that appears in Green Hill Zone. That's not here either. So it would have been nice to have included those. There's like a welcome to Green Hill Zones like billboard that is in some of the pre-release shots of the game as well that isn't included here. Just stuff like that. There's lots more that you could include here to flesh this idea out. So fingers crossed we get to see that in the future.